own team does not trust you anymore. No Canadian trusts you anymore. Leave us alone. I owe you an apology. I voted for Justin Trudeau in the past. I believed in his vision, his promises, but today, I can't stay silent anymore. To his supporters, I get it. I was one of you. But Canada is in crisis. Our debt is spiraling out of control. Housing is unattainable. Healthcare is collapsing. And our government is riddled with waste and scandals. And where is Justin Trudeau? Maybe at Taylor Swift's concert. Not fixing the problems, but making them worse. It's time we face the hard truth. Justin Trudeau must resign. Let me explain why. Let's start with numbers. Because numbers do not lie. Under Justin Trudeau's leadership, Canada has added $660 billion in debt in just 8 years. To put this into perspective, that is more debt than the country accumulated in the previous 148 years combined. Why does this matter? Because debt is not free. It comes with a heavy price, interest. Today, the interest on our national debt is over $46 billion annually. That's almost as much as Canada spends on healthcare transfers to the provinces. So, while you and I work harder and pay more taxes, our money is not improving healthcare, housing, or infrastructure. It's going straight into serving Trudeau's reckless spending. Imagine taking out a massive loan for a luxury vacation, knowing full well you cannot pay it back. That's exactly how Trudeau is treating your hard-earned tax dollars. And who pays the price? You do. We all do. Scandals, waste, and incompetence. It's not just the debt. It's where the money is going. Under Trudeau, Canada has seen scandal after scandal, waste after waste. Let's look at a few of the worst examples. ArriveCan app. $54 million for an app that tech experts say could have been built for a fraction of the cost. Millions more were funneled to the same companies without accountability. The deer cull. $12 million to kill 84 deer. Does that sound like responsible spending to you? Affordability retreats. While Canadians cannot afford groceries, Trudeau spent $1.3 million on so-called affordability retreats. Ironic, isn't it? Gun buyback failure. $42 million spent on a gun buyback program, and not a single gun has been bought back. And that's just scratching the surface. Billions of dollars in cost overruns on the Trans Mountain Pipeline. $2 billion in investments to companies that do not exist. And let's not forget, $1 billion paid out for hotels for immigrants while Canadian families struggle to keep a roof over their heads. These are not just numbers. This is your money. Money that could have gone to improving healthcare, lowering housing costs, or supporting small businesses. But instead, it's being squandered, mismanaged, and wasted under Trudeau's watch. Housing crisis and cost of living. Let's talk about something that affects every single Canadian. Housing and the cost of living. In the past 8 years, housing prices have soared to levels we have never seen before. Rent is through the roof. Buying a home? Forget about it. Young Canadians cannot even dream of home ownership anymore. And here is a kicker. While Trudeau promised affordable housing, his government has failed miserably to deliver. And it's not just housing. Inflation has driven up the cost of food, gas, and basic necessities. Canadians are working harder than ever, but falling further behind. Meanwhile, Trudeau and his cabinet continue to give themselves pay raises year after year. How out of touch do you have to be to give yourself a raise while families are choosing between heating their homes and feeding their kids? Trudeau is not just failing us, he's mocking us. The finance minister resignation. And now, it's falling apart at the top. Just recently, Canada's finance minister resigned. A stunning move that reveals the cracks within Trudeau's leadership. When the person responsible for managing the country's finances steps down, it's not just a signal. It's a red flag. This resignation tells us something we have known for years. Trudeau's economic policies have failed, and even his closest allies cannot stand behind him anymore. If the finance minister is walking away, what does that say about Trudeau's ability to lead? The writing is on the wall. Canada is sinking, and the captain is abandoning ship. Trudeau is trying to follow suit and step down before the damage becomes irreversible. Healthcare collapse. Canada's healthcare system, once at a point of pride, is now on the brink of collapse. Emergency rooms are overcrowded. Patients are waiting months, even years, for life-saving procedures. Doctors and nurses are burned out and leaving the profession in droves. Why? Because while Trudeau keeps spending billions on pet projects and foreign aid, Canada's healthcare system continues to fall apart. $500 million sent overseas while Canadians cannot get a doctor's appointment here at home. Leadership crisis. Trudeau came to power on promises of hope, change, and sunny ways. But after 8 years, what do we have? Debt, division, and despair. Canadians deserve better. Canada is a country of hard work, resilience, and hope. We have overcome challenges before, and we will overcome this. But we need a leader who puts Canadians first. Someone who understands the struggle we face every day and takes real action to fix them. Justin Trudeau has had 8 years to prove himself, and he failed all of us. The debt is crippling. The healthcare system is collapsing. Housing is unattainable. And Canadians are tired of broken promises and wasted billions. The resignation of the finance minister is a clear message. Even those closest to Trudeau know that this government is unsustainable. It's falling apart from the inside. And the longer Trudeau stays, the worse things will get for Canada. But here is the good news. We have the power to demand change. As Canadians, we have always been stronger when we stand together. It's time for us to unite, regardless of political background, and say, enough is enough. Trudeau must resign. If you are as frustrated as I am, if you are tired of watching your hard-earned money being wasted, then it's time to speak up. Share this video, share your voice. Let Trudeau know that Canada deserves better. We need accountability. We need leadership. And most of all, we need hope. It's time to turn the page. Trudeau, step down for Canada.